My lords, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to the jungle. We rejoin Python in his efforts to set a little base out here in the Feralisk infested jungle, and I started a little mining order. I forgot how poor Python's mining skill is, and it took about 3 hours to mine one chunk in terms of game time, not real life time obviously. So this could take quite a while for him to accomplish this little task. Now at the moment our main concern is our lack of food. We've got 9.1% left in our hunger bar and we have nothing left of our rations. So we need to go and source ourselves a little bit of food. Now just outside our little gate here we do have some more bananas. Is there anything else we could harvest out here? Let's have a look. I can't see... oh no, we've got some oranges as well. And they are ready to harvest, so let's harvest those. We'll send Python down wherever he is. There we are. Go and grab these oranges please, Python. Otherwise you're going to start starving to death and you're going to be very grumpy with us, and we don't want that. Okay, he's going to have a quick bite to eat while after he's finished his harvesting, which is absolutely fine. And then we can bring the rest of the oranges back to our stockpile zone and we can witness firsthand. This is 3 times acceleration now, just how slow Python is at mining. Isn't this the most exciting thing you've ever seen? Oh well, he'll only get better, as well, hopefully he will. He better get better anyway, otherwise we're going to be here for a long time. I think at the moment though we are relatively safe. Yes, raiders and wild animals could, I think they will navigate up the river to hunt us if they want to. I'm not sure. We're safe from the insects, we've got that walled off. They shouldn't bother us or aggro because of us, so that's not a problem. We have a dead cheetah. What was that killed by? I guess it might be this crocodile here. Where's... oh, it was in the log. Yes, the alligator hunted and killed this jaguar. Now it might not be a bad idea to send Python down here to haul that back, and we'll take the corpse for ourselves. I think we are... sorry, I think it would be relatively safe to do so. The alligator is lurking nearby, but it has just fed, so that shouldn't start hunting us. These insects are quite far away. A couple of jungleisks out here, but again, they're that far away they shouldn't aggro against us, and they have just hunted this tapir. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, I can never remember. But yes, I think we should be relatively safe if we went to go and haul that back, and that'll give us a little bit of meat, which is always nice. And I think we'll do that. Spoils in 1.2 days, so we've got a little bit of time, so let's... we don't have a dumping stockpile zone for the corpse, so what we'll do for now, we'll just allow all in our current stockpile. That way we can at least haul it there. So let's haul this jaguar. Which way are you taking the long way round, are you? Okay, can't you just come down here? Let's see. Surely this would make more sense. But I suppose it just demonstrates the AI pathfinding. So maybe we are pretty safe with this unwalled river running beside our base. That might be protecting our flanks. Okay, so unfortunately then, your only way back is to head all the way through here because of the pathfinding. I tell you what, you're not going to like it, but have a little, just eat it. There we go, so we've had a bite to eat off it. Is that tiger coming for us? No. So now head back up the river. And then once you're close enough to the base, we'll undraft you. So you'll sort out your pathfinding, and then you can carry on what you're doing. Carry on digging at slate. Which is, as we've already seen, one of the most riveting watches in the whole of the Rimworld experience. What's up with you? No slaves, uncomfortable, soaking wet, uncovered groin, slept outside, slept in the cold, slept on the ground, and darkness. Well, the quicker you get this mind out, you no longer have to sleep on the floor, or outside, or in darkness, because we'll put your torch in here, we'll put a door on here, and that should keep the temperature fairly comfortable as well. So it's great. Hopefully this won't last too long. I think we are relatively safe in our little area. As we saw there when we tried to get Python to haul that corpse back, it seems that the AI pathfinding wants to go all the way around, so maybe we are safe. Do we have any new Feralisks on our map yet? Obviously we still have the 2 Jungleisks from the start. A Lucifer bug, that doesn't sound friendly. But nope, that's the only 2. Hi Cobra. So you're falling asleep in your days, that's fine. You're not doing yourself any harm out there, I suppose. Although you do need to have some food. Look, you got these oranges out here and they don't spoil for 14 days, so that's fine. So don't have to worry about those going to waste quite yet. Okay, so I guess at the moment it's just a case of waiting for Python to snap himself out of his little mental breakdown here. And then we can hopefully get this mined out sometime this side of Christmas. If not, then it is what it is. At least you don't have to worry about the cold temperatures anymore. 24 degrees at the moment, as we can see. And yes, it really is 10 to 4 in the morning as I'm recording this. That's the joys of working and recording at the same time. Well, I'm not working right now, but I have to work in a few hours, so I squeeze in the recordings before work. Okay, so as we can see from this achievement down here, Python has now been under a mental break for 24 continuous hours, and still showing no signs of bringing himself back together. Hopefully it won't be too much longer now. 24 hours is quite a long time to be spending in a mental breakdown, but there we go. That's the last of our food reserves now consumed, and that didn't even fill up our food bar. So Python, if you could please, for God's sake, get yourself together so we can get you sorted out ASAP. If you weren't so rubbish at mining, you probably would have had a little bedroom already. But hey ho, that's on you, buddy, that's on you. Okay, so now Python has snapped out of it. However, we've got quite a few urgent needs to take care of. Digging at slate isn't really one of them. So let's go and get you to harvest. Are these bananas ready for harvest? Yes, they are. So harvest those. And you can harvest the berries as well. Is that ready to harvest? Not yet. What about this one here? Yes. And the berries? Yes. So we have a small supply of food just outside our front gates, so it's not too concerning. Let's prioritise all this harvesting now. There we go. And then we'll get all that hauled back. I think you need to have some rest. What do we have here? Cargo pods crashing nearby. They are fairly close as well. What have you got for us? Sugar. Not really that concerned by that. Jump back to Python quickly. Okay, that's all the harvesting taken care of. So what we'll do now is we'll get everything hauled back. That's the oranges, bananas and berries, and that should keep us going for another day or two. Just while we wait for our little crops to start growing. Then you're off to sleep, which is absolutely fine. You are fairly exhausted from your mental break. Just having a look at the wildlife tab here, As we can see, we now have an extra 4 junglisks on the map, so they must have wandered in recently. Here they are, look, right down at the bottom. Oh, it looks like we have a, what do they call them, a decay drake somewhere around. They're the ones that leave these fermented rotting mounds. No, there it is, look. But yes, the spiders are slowly starting to move in. I've had games on this biome type where you start and there's almost nothing but spiders to start with. So I think we got very lucky there by only having the 2 once we started up. But as we can see, they're starting to move in now, so we do need to keep an eye on those, although I think, as I said, in our little compound we should be relatively safe. So a bit of meditation then for Python, 2 in the morning, and then what we'll do, we'll hopefully get this mined out pretty quickly. I think we could also do with installing a well a little closer to our base, just so we don't have to wander off quite so far every time we want to have a wash. So we'll put that there. And in fact, I'm also going to request a few more trees to be chopped down, just to 4. Let's get these jungle trees chopped, please. Don't be awkward. Do them all. Yes, that's the point. We also need a latrine as well to save Python's embarrassment, although I'm not sure there's too many people around to judge him for his toilet habits at the moment. We are pretty secluded in this dense jungle. Come on, get it mined out. Okay, so now we can put down a sleeping spot. And that at least means we can now sleep indoors. What we'll also do is queue up the production of a door as well. Like so. And in fact, we'll also go for a torch. And that's going to help with the darkness and outdoor sleeping negative moods. So let's get those worked on ASAP. There we go. So that's going to help our mood a little bit. At some point in the near future we want to work on a sheltered stockpile as well, because all this stuff will be deteriorating slowly because of the outdoors. But for now it's fine. There's nothing there that we can't quite easily replenish, let's be honest. We have plenty of trees nearby for harvesting, and the wood is plentiful out here. It's not like the ice sheet where we have to be very mindful about our wood supply. That's the one good thing about the jungle. You never have to worry about wood. The junglisks are definitely multiplying. There's a lot more there now. So the jungle is becoming more and more hostile all the time. So that's something we need to bear in mind. Very soon we won't be able to venture too far from our compound. At least not safely anyway. Let's see here. His mood should be a little bit better now. The slept on the ground is obviously still going to be a problem, but the slept outside it won't be. Yes, that's the point. Just reminding me there from his mood, we need a latrine as well. So let's go ahead and get him build himself a little toilet. And we'll put that. Then we'll put it there, why not, for now. A group of travellers from the Gotox Treaty are passing by. Nothing to trade, so we'll just disregard them. Hopefully they make it through unscathed. If they do, they're one of the fortunate set, because not everybody will, especially in the future, once a lot of the local animals have been consumed or wandered off the map, and all we're left with is the spiders. So here we go, our little base, and I do stress the word little, is slowly coming together, and again I do stress the word slowly. I think the next thing we'll put in here, what's over here, what we've got crashing down, and it's a boomalope, or boom rat, whatever they're called. Boom rat, yes, not a boomalope, that's something different. But yes, we're slowly coming together. I think we'll put a table down next. Heaven forbid we have to eat without a table for much longer. Cave explorer named Smelly's crashing nearby. Well, we're not cannibalistic, so we don't need to worry about that. And I don't think we're in any state to care for a transport pod crash at the moment, especially not for 30 odd days because of the paralytic Abazius, and we'll just reject that for now. As cruel as it may be, I think it would be crueler to invite her to stay and not be able to take care of her. Okay, look at our mood, it's not the best, so let's get something for our recreation now. Hoopstone ring just there will do just nicely. And in fact we'll get that prioritised just so we can boost our recreation, which is going to help our overall mood. I see it's rising now nicely. We need to sort out some clothing, but for that we need to do some hunting. So for the time being, Python is going to have to deal with being a little bit naked. We have a fire out in the jungle. That's something we didn't have to concern ourselves with on the ice sheet, but it is a problem out here. So we'll keep an eye on that fire, make sure it doesn't get too close. Our rice is nearly ready for harvest, so our first lot of sustainable food is not too far off. So we don't have any new nasties on the map that I can see at the moment. Just the 4 that joined us in the past few days. Have the bananas as well, you need to fill up your hunger bar, there we go. So we'll allow Python to finish mining that last block, and then we want to get some more wood harvested for a little bit of furniture. We want a table, a butcher's table would be nice as well. So let's start queuing up some of that. So just a small table, there we go, with a stool. We also want a butcher's table, and yeah, we'll put it inside for the time being, although it's not the best. And what we'll do, we'll put that stool one space over, so then the stool will serve both purposes there. I don't think we've got the room for a research bench. No, we're going to have to do some more mining, heaven forbid. But we'll get the butcher's table and the stool put in first. At least that way we can start hauling back some corpses to be butchered up. And that means we can get some leathers and a meat supply. Obviously the meat will spoil pretty quickly out here. That's the one good thing about the ice sheet, of course. Your meat is pretty much there forever for you. Get yourself a little snack there. Get those chunks hauled out as well, and get this all finished off, please. Please don't botch it. There we go. No, don't go to sleep. I want you to clean. Where are you going? Where are you going? Don't do that. Okay, now I did notice our banana situation is a little dire. We only have 4 left from the harvest that we did a few days ago, so we probably want to get ourselves a little bit more food. I don't think there's anything in the little grove just outside our base, so we're going to have to look a bit further afield, although saying that, we have an orange tree there, but it's only 55% grown, so we'll leave that. Just in the little secondary grove, if you will, just outside. Oh, there's a lot of berry bushes, isn't there? We could go for those. So if we just do an order, in fact, if you just zoom in like that, there we go. Harvest fully grown. And I think we should be relatively safe doing this for the time being. Obviously, if we do become the target of something nasty, we'll beat a hasty retreat back to our compound. Keep an eye on this Titan boa, anaconda, that's what it is. I do think his plant skill, yeah, it's not too bad, and he does have a small passion for it, so... Where are you going? Why don't you finish them, or whatever. Cancel that then. There's no point sending them all the way out, all the way back out there just for the extra 2 plants, so we'll just cancel that. So get that dropped off. How are you? In fact, have a bite to eat before you head off to bed. Now head off to bed, there we go. So the bananas have rotted away, so it's a good job we did go out and get some more. Food, that is, not bananas. We didn't get bananas, we got berries this time. Now look what's going off out here. Still just 6 jungalisks. I say just the 6, that's obviously quite a lot to have to deal with, especially if they all came at us at once. Thanks to their poisoned webs, which are bugger to deal with. Anyway, decent night's sleep there for Python. Things are slowly looking up for him. At least he's got a little shelter now anyway. Now, one thing people might be concerned about, and rightly so, is after what happened last time, why the hell are we going for another mountain base? Well, you may or may not have noticed on some of the loading screens, one of the mods activated is the infestations spawn in darkness only mod. So if you keep your rooms relatively well lit, then infestations don't spawn. So hopefully they shouldn't be a problem. Although probably I'm pushing my luck. Not had the best luck with Rimworld in the past couple of series. Hopefully this one is a little different. If nothing else, it should be a little bit faster paced because we have access to a few more basic resources such as wood and our own plant growth as well. Right, we need to do some more mining, which I'm scared to do just because of how long it takes Python to do the mining orders, but I suppose it needs doing because we need to get a research bench. So what we'll do, we'll go like that. Yes, just like that should be enough, and we can rearrange some furniture once he's done. And in fact, I think we'll also go ahead and have ourselves a little... Where is it? Do we not have access to campfires, or am I looking in the wrong place? I'm very confused. Power? No. Miscellaneous? No. It's not floors, obviously. Do we not have access to the campfires? Zone? No. Blueprints? Structure? Nope. Production? Nope. Furniture? No. Extra furniture? Alpha Biomes? Ooh. Interesting. Power? No. Props? Security? Miscellaneous? I guess we don't have them. Never mind, I thought we could construct campfires straight off the bat, but I guess not for whatever reason. Just looking there to see if any of the trees out here are ready for harvesting yet, and they are not. How's our rice doing? Oh, 40 days worth before it spoils, so we don't have to concern ourselves with that at all. I think our field has been fully resown with the looks of it. Potatoes are about halfway done as well, so that's great. Guess what we'll do, we'll get this excavation order finished off. And then we can build ourselves a fueled stove. I mean, we have plenty of wood to fuel it, so why not build ourselves a research bench as well. Can't build a bedroll yet. A plant pot might not be a bad idea. It's only 20 wood and it does give a little mood boost and a beauty rating boost to the room, which will help our mood a little. As we can see, now that the catharsis has worn off, our mood isn't great, but it's also not too bad either. Obviously, if we had a meal, which we're doing now, it should jump up quite nicely. And in fact, we'll also get these chunks hauled out as well. And that should help our mood. Don't pick it up, haul it. There we go. So our mood should start improving now. Yes, those two negative, or the big red negatives have gone. Obviously, we've got the problem with all full bedrooms, sweaty and slept on the ground. We can deal with the sweaty, however. There's the campfire. We do have it. Okay, excellent. Yes, by building ourselves a passive cooler. We're going to need some more wood for this, so let's queue up a little harvesting order up there. Level 2 in mining. Fantastic. So we've jumped up 2 levels from the start of the episode, and we can see it's made a big difference in our mining speed. Although when you think back to how fast Cobra used to mine, this is still pretty painfully slow. But there we go, it's done. Wasn't too bad. Get the chunks hauled out. Get some of this wood harvested. We want 50 units of wood for the passive cooler, and that should help bring the temperature down in our little base. What do we have here? A knife. I'm not going out for that. In fact, have something to eat, otherwise you're going to wake up in a very bad mood. There we go. What the hell? Oh, it's the snake. What's it doing? It's just moving. I thought it was hunting something. The speed it was moving there. A manhunter pack of sphinx cats. Okay, I don't think we're going to have too many problems with those. But this will be a good test of their pathfinding for the AI. Will they come up the river, or will they just hang about outside our little door here? And it looks like they're going for the door. Excellent. So hopefully that means once the jungleisks start targeting us as well, they will just try and get through this way rather than heading upstream here. So, but we'll keep an eye on it. Don't want to assume anything at this point. Look at them all. I mean, they've got plenty of food nearby in terms of wildlife, so we're not too concerned at the moment. What happened to you? Oh, you got bit by the tapir. What time is it? 7 o'clock. Okay, that's enough sleep. Get yourself some breakfast. And let's get these jungle trees chopped down. And then you can build yourselves this cooler. There we go. Fill it up. And that's going to help bring the temperature down in our little base there. So that whole sweaty thing shouldn't be too much of a problem for much longer. The last thing we want to get today before we call an end is a research bench. But we also want to rearrange our furniture here. So let's reinstall that there. And the research bench. Oh god, they found their way in. I guess they came upstream. Where's the other one? Because there were 2 of them. Where is it? No idea. So, arm yourself, Python. We have company. Good shot, well done. Perfect. So yes, just as I was saying a few moments ago, we don't want to count our blessings. As you can see here, they will take the river up into our base, so definitely want to be mindful about that. So let's take care of the other one before we forget about it. Where's it gone? Where did it go? It was on its way a moment ago. Let's try and find it here. So it was the Sphinx cat, wasn't it? Where is it? Oh, it's gone back out that way. Okay, very interesting. Right, so I think what we'll do in the next episode then is we'll harvest a lot more of this wood out here, and we'll put ourselves another wall running alongside the river down here, on which we'll put some access points in for Cobra, rest in peace, for Python, so we can access through this way if we need to, but it should be enough to keep out any man-hunting animals. And in fact, with that cat driven off, or deciding against its attack, I think we'll call an end to the episode here today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm enjoying this start of a new series. It's always fun to start a new series and on... get my words out. It's always fun to start a new series on Rimworld and a new map. And so far I think we're doing okay. We've got a pretty solid start anyway. We could do with some meat, so we can use some of our vegetables and meat to make some kibble. Or even better, pemmican, if we wanted, which would be great for us. But we haven't encountered too many problems yet, so far so good. So for now, all that remains for me to say, as always, ladies and gentlemen, is you take very good care of yourselves. It's ta-ta for now.